Hey everybody, welcome to Hockey Skatedown. Before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers. If you want to join our hockey team, it's free. Click subscribe, hit the notification bell to all. Thank you all so much, and let's get started. Hockey's back. Training camp started for the New Jersey Devils, and I want to do a video on this because there was a lot of impressing storylines that came out, but the main one that I had to do a video on was Alexander Holtz on a line with Nico Hischier and Timo Meier, and I'm sure Devils fans were very ecstatic when they heard this, when they heard about a lot of people raving about how Alexander Holtz looked. So I want to do a video on this because I've done a couple of videos in the past couple of weeks talking about Alexander Holtz, and I kind of pegged him for that third line role with Haula and Palat because I thought it'd be a good fit playing alongside two veteran two-way forwards that could help his path grow better. But seeing him play on a line with Nico Hischier and Timo Meier, it's very impressive. So I want to do a video talking about this, some interesting tweets that went out today, and also want to include a video of Tom Fitzgerald talking with Lindy Ruff about Alexander Holtz and the way he's progressed in the past couple of years. So please stay with me throughout. So Bill Spalding tweeted, "All eyes on all the combos, but particularly intrigued by that Timo Meier, Nico Hischier, and Alexander Holtz line." I am too, Bill. I can't wait to see that. James Nichols tweeted, "Definitely some chemistry between Timo, Nico, and Holtz." He also tweeted out that Alexander Holtz is noticeably faster this fall. Amanda Stein tweeted, "Looks like Holtz is going to be given every opportunity to make an impression at camp." She also tweeted that might be having a look at a Bratt, Hughes, Toffoli line. So the way it's looking now, and I know it's very early, it's the first day of camp. I know line combinations will be thrown around, and there'll be different combinations going around, so I don't want to get too set on this line, but it's just impressive to hear that Alexander Holtz is turning heads at this camp already. And, could we have possibly a Palat, Haula, and Mercer line that could create some more depth with this team? You know, Tom Fitzgerald was very adamant talking about having a great top nine and a good four lines to compete against anybody's top line. So doing this, very impressive. So right now I want to include the video of Tom Fitzgerald and Lindy Ruff talking to the media about Alexander Holtz. I'll come back to it afterwards, and we'll talk about it later. So enjoy.
And what are your thoughts on Alexander Holtz, his kind of roster chances, and what he took away from your both your talks at exit interviews?
Now, sometimes we have to remember that, I'm talking about us, that they're young. You know, he came over here as a 19-year-old. Expectations of, an early first-round pick is extremely high. But he's a kid. He was a kid. It takes time. You know, these guys will pop when they pop. Last year, when he first came over, I thought he acclimated himself great to Utica, played extremely well offensively, got a lot to learn away from the puck as well, as we know. Coach isn't going to throw him on the ice if he's not committed away from the puck. So those are just an area that we wanted him to get better at. The other area is just playing with a little more pace. You know, that's not skating faster. It's probably more thinking faster and reacting faster, anticipating quicker, and then next your legs actually look like they're moving faster. But he looks like he's in great shape. All tests reveal that he's in the top shape he's been in the last 3 training camps.
And Lindy, you saw that today too, I presume?
Yeah, if I judge it on just watching him the last few days, watching him skate leading up to camp, I think he wholeheartedly made a big effort to increase his pace. I think Tom mentioned that you got your play away from the puck has to be solid as a young player, and I think we do take that for granted. Sometimes we think, well, he's 19, 20, he should know by now, but sometimes it takes time. Sometimes it takes a year or two, but I can honestly say that what I saw in practice was a lot different than what I saw last year, and it's only one practice, but I watched him 2 days ago, and I was impressed with how he was moving on the ice. So, I think he realizes that it's an important time for him. It's been a couple camps now, and he wants to make a push to be part of this team.
Okay, so you just saw the video of Fitzgerald with Lindy Ruff talking to the media, and just some things to cover up on. Fitzgerald said he wanted to see Holtz play with more pace, knowing where to be, not necessarily more foot speed, more thinking to play faster, know where to be, anticipate where the play may go, and it looks like you might be skating faster out there. So that's where he wanted to see, Holtz get better at. Of course, he wants him to be skating and flying out there as well. But, when you're thinking to play faster, you can anticipate. It's not necessarily about skating as fast as you can, just reading the play better. And Fitzgerald said that Holtz came into camp looking great and top shape now compared to the past couple of years. So that's very impressive to hear Fitzgerald talk about Holtz that way. And Lindy Ruff said he wanted to see his effort to increase his pace, the same thing that Fitzgerald said. Get better away from the puck because, Lindy Ruff likes his 200-foot players, and he wants to see them play and incorporate some sort of production, but as well play a good, solid two-way game. And he said he looked different now. Impressed with how he's moving on the ice, and it's not just from day one, it's from the past couple of days of seeing Alexander Holtz. So, I know line combinations will change. I didn't want to do a video day one about this, talking about how impressed we are with them, but, I know they will change. I know we'll see different line combinations, but I'm just impressed to see Alexander Holtz, showing something out there and, making an impression of himself, and because this is his make it or break it year. They all said it. Tom Fitzgerald said it. Lindy Ruff said it. And all Devils management said they want to see him take that next step. They want to see what Alexander Holtz has to offer. So will we see it this year? Comment below what do you think about this. Were you ecstatic to see Holtz make an impression? Do you want to see Mercer more in that top 6 role? Or do you want to see Holtz more in that third line role? Comment below and let me know what you think about this. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate your time. Smash that like button. If you haven't done so, subscribe to Hockey Skatedown and join our hockey team. It's free. Thank you all so much. Have a great rest of the day. Have a great night. Take it easy. Stay safe.